Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshireman66. I am your entertainment officer and I am your host for this video, which is going to be a very interesting video. Now what am I here to talk about today? Well, it's an 8-year anniversary of how can I put it, of a car crash what I had in 2013, December the 16th. Now this is a very serious thing. So it's anniversary, it's the 8-year anniversary, and a lot of people say, well, why don't you do it for it? Well, I need to do it today. I need to do it now, basically. I will do it again sometime in the future, but I'm going to do it this year because I think it's poignant, and this will make the basis. It'll be a two-parter. So this is a two-part Christmas special, really, because it's near Christmas when it happened. It happened on the 16th of December 2013. If you're nervous or and you don't like this kind of thing, I don't expect you to watch. But I'm doing it for my own reasons because I still can't get my head around why I'm still alive. And you'll find, well, you will already have seen the thumbnail of the car, what's been hit. And people will be wondering, how come I survived? I don't know. But here's the story to it. And it is a true story. I haven't made it up. It's definitely a true story. I can prove it. I've got all my medical files. I just haven't got them out. But it'll come apparent, why I've got PTSD, and I can't forget the car crash. I will never forget what happened. So, December 16th. The day started out well. And it really did. It wasn't a bad day, actually. We decided to go. I know me and Kev, used to drive around in his car, Suzuki Wagoneer, and we decided to pay a visit to Stuart, and Stuart knew we were going up. And by the way, Stuart was on the Citizens Band radio as Fishmaker as well. I've known Stuart since 1981. Since I started on CB all them many moons ago. And that. So, what? I'd have been 15 at the time. Hang on a minute. 17. Yeah, I'd have been 15 at the time when I started on CB. And when I was 16, I met Stuart and he was a good lad. So, this is what me and Kev did. So we set off, me and Kev in his Suzuki Wagoneer, and we went to Dewsbury to see our friend Stuart. We got there, we had a great time talking about what were coming up in Christmas and things like that, and and things like that, and and we stayed a while. I think we arrived sometime in afternoon. I think it was about 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon when we arrived, but we stayed a while until about 9 o'clock at night. We decided to come back because we wanted to get, I think it was to a shop or to a supermarket, and I says, oh, right. So we set off about 9 o'clock at night from Stewart's back home, and we come through Dewsbury, up the Dewsbury cutting, and onwards towards roundabout what connects that part of the area. I think that area like Goldthorpe and that to Wakefield. And we decided, we went down Mad Mile, as it's known in Wakefield. It's a dual carriageway. Went down there and we turned off. Now we were debating, so which way we're going back? Are we going the long way around, or are we going? So I said we'll go down what we call Low Lakes. I said we'll go down that lane and we'll come out on top, and we can rather go to Aldi or we go to Sainsbury's. This is great. So that's what we did. We come down the Mad Mile, turned off, went down below Lakes. Now, if anyone's been down that lane, it's only narrow, it's only single now. So we come down it, and it were a clear night. It were cold, but it were clear. It hadn't even frosted over at that particular time, but it was very clear night. The stars were out, the clear moon and everything. And I says to Kev, just take your time because you don't know. You might get some idiots coming up because the speed limit on that road is ridiculous. It's 60 miles an hour. We never did that. Come up to where the bridge is, a car shot past us. That was first warning, I think. An hatchback boy racer come straight past us, and he were doing it over speed limit, literally. So we continue. I says, just be careful because there could be another one. So we come past Low Laves Golf Club, down there, and anyone knows at the end of that lane it's a sharp turn, and it's a sharp turn to your left. So we did that sharp turn. I think we were about 10 or 15 yards up, and I could see right up to the top to where main road was. And literally, I says, "What's going on, Kev?" I says, "Yeah." He said, "Well, hang on." And he moved the car over, did Kevin, to avoid it. But this car moved with us. Smack! It hit the Suzuki, literally, on my side of the car, just off centre. So all the left-hand side got caved in. I got injured. Kevin didn't. His side was all clear. He jumped out, and I says, "You right?" He says, "Yeah." I says, "Right. We need to notify." Yeah. Emergency services were notified. I were there. The car were on its, instead of facing forward, we were turned that way. As the car come barreling past us, we turned and we were blocking the road up. My instant fears was, if another car comes and hits us, I'm gonna be, knackered. So we were there. Kevin says, "Can't you get out?" I says, "No." I says, "I think I broke my leg." I says, "I don't know how bad it is. I know I broke my arm. So I took a lot of damage. I had 7 fractures in the end, but we were there." And that happened roughly in between 9:30 and 10:15. The emergency services, the ambulance turned up, giving me and asking where my mate was. My mate were talking to the police, and he got checked over by the ambulance people, so he got sorted. They got hold of my mate and they told him how bad I was, and they says, and paramedics couldn't get me out the way they wanted to. So he said, "Gonna have to take him, cut the roof off the car." I was basically trapped in that car just over an hour. They cut the roof off in the end and got me out, and put me on a trolley and took me up to the ambulance. And they were doing assessments and things like that, like they do. And this is, it's in a report as well. And on where I went, they crashed me twice because I said I stopped breathing, which is in a report what I ever got. So they crashed me twice. I got to the hospital where we were going, which was Leeds General Infirmary, LGI. Got there and they did more assessment, and they told me exactly, neck brace and everything. But I was trapped in that car. I was literally cut out of it. I didn't know how bad it was. Kevin tried to tell me how bad it was. I just wasn't taking it in at the time. And then Kevin came, he was in the ambulance with me, came to the hospital, he came to the ward, and they allowed him to stay until I got settled in. And I just turned around and says to him, he says, "What do you remember?" I says, "I remember everything." I says, "I know what's happened." I says, "We come round, managed his own business. We were just building up to do 30 mile an hour if I was our concert, because we got hit at 29. I think we got hit at 30, but they hit us doing 60 mile an hour in a Corsa. What shocked me is when Kevin told me that, he says he's only just passed his test, and car were full and loud music. So me and Kevin, even police said he was showing up. He just passed his car test that week. Couldn't believe it. And that was in 08. Vauxhall Corsa, what did all the damage from my mate Suzuki was completely written off, completely. I had to be cut out of it, so the roof had to be cut off and things like that. It's a right mess. So Kevin asked me, he says, "What do you remember?" I says, "I remember everything." I says, "I remember right up to the point of impact." He says, "Did you see anything in road?" I says, "There was nothing in road, it was clear, there was nothing." The other driver said he took avoiding action to Mr. Fox. And I thought, well, you don't do that. You don't do that. I know he did it wrong. And Kevin says, "Did you see it?" I said, "No, there was nothing there at all. There was no dead fox in the road." Even police walked it and went up to where they said they saw it, and there was nothing. And police said, I think they've lied. and that came out in my report. And that, but he didn't get prosecuted for it, which I thought he would actually, but he didn't, because he wasn't speeding. Because on Old Mills Lane, where the accident, it connects up with, just one great big road. It connects, I think it's Batley Road at Alfort to Ossett, and onwards onto Ossett and things like that, Flushdyke and things like that. But I'll have to go down and show you one day how bad it is. So that happened. So I got rushed to hospital. Got me out. Kevin were in front at ambulance. Off we went to LGI. Obviously, at that particular time in 2013, I had ambulance. Couldn't fly at night like you can now. So off to LGI we got. We got to LGI. They got me into an emergency accident. Kevin had to register, put my name in, which he did. And they did all the assessments, and Kevin says, "How bad is it?" I said, 7 fractures. He said, "Jeez." And they didn't set it that night. Well, so we were there, and basically they put me in hospital. They put my left leg into traction because my kneecap were gone, and all up my leg and things like that. And I would have to go for an operation, but they could do it the next day at 8 a.m. Now that's where I'll leave it. So that's part 1, really. But like I say, I was trapped in that car for just over an hour. I got cut out and I got to hospital. I got cut out of that car. I was out of that car by 22:11. I got to hospital about 10 to 11 that particular night on the 16th. So I'll leave it there. So that's part 1. Part 2's going to be interesting, and that because that's the anniversary of my operation. This is why it's going to be a 2-part. This will be my anniversary. It'll be I'll put Christmas special anniversary of my car crash. I think I'll work it out and I'll put part 1. But that's what happened. That's how it happened. Literally, another car hit my mate's car on the left hand side, and I was left trapped for over an hour. And I got rushed into hospital. They put me onto a ward. I was in traction, and Kevin, he was asking me, "What do I remember?" I said, "I remember everything." And then, it went on from there. "Well, I think police might want to talk to you." I said, "Well, I'm here. I mean, that's if they'll let him near." But they wouldn't, because I were on drugs. I were on painkillers. They'll put me straight onto morphine and things like that. So overnight, I had to sleep overnight with a broken leg. In traction. I wasn't in pain then. Once they put it into traction, pain went. I was thankful for that. But they couldn't do the operation until the next day at 8 a.m. So that's where I'll leave it. So if you have liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you are new. Hit the bell icon and hit all. That will let you know when I'm uploading another video. And if you want to hear the second part, it will notify you when the second part of this story goes up. And please share the video with your friends and your family, and also over social media like Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. And also comment below. And I mean comment below. You would have already seen a thumbnail of the car. So and that. So there you go. So that's the first part of my story. To this day, I still can't get my head round why I lived, but I did. I'm here to tell the tale through the miracle of modern medicine. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Bye. Until the next video. Bye for now. Catch you all later. Bye.